Now let's play around with the grid in Photoshop. Let's go to New or File in New. In this first document, let's play around with a US paper. So choose US paper from the document type, and size will be letter, and that's going to be 8.5 by 11, and it's measured in inches because we're going to be printing this. The resolution is the amount of ink that's put out per inch. So we've got a resolution of 300 pixels per inch. You might have heard dots per inch or DPI. So we're going to choose OK. And that's going to give us this new document. You can see that I've already turned my grid on. You can turn your grid on and off by going to the View menu. So the first thing we're going to do is explore a bunch of these different view options. So many of these view things have check marks. So for example, right now I don't have my rulers on, and there's no check mark next to the word ruler. So if I click on View and then Rulers, you'll see my rulers come up here. And if I go back to the View menu, there is now a check mark next to it. So it's either an on or off. The keyboard shortcut is Control R. So let's try that. Control and then tap R, and that'll hide and show the rulers. Right now my rulers, it looks like, are measuring in inches, which makes sense because my document is in inches. If you want to change that, you can right click on the ruler and change it to a different option. And again, you can see the option that is selected has a check mark next to it, just like in the View menu. I'm going to go ahead and zoom my document with Control 0. And yours might look slightly different than my layout. You might have a single toolbar. And I've changed my scaling so that you can see the menus and the words a little bit easier when I'm doing this tutorial. Yours might look slightly different. Don't worry about that. Let's now talk about how to show the grid. So I turned that on and off just a second ago, but let's go to View and Show. So in Show, there's a whole bunch of different options here. And one of them is Grid. You'll notice the keyboard shortcut is Control''. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and now there'll be a check mark next to it, and we can see the grid. I'm going to go ahead and hit Control' a couple times just to get the hang of that. Okay, so that's an easy and quick way to show and hide my grid. Now, how do you adjust the number of squares across here, how tight or how open your grid is? That's going to be under Preferences. On a Mac, you'd go to Photoshop and then down to Preferences. On a PC, you're going to go to Edit and down to Preferences. Then we're going to slide up to Guides, Grids, and Slices. This is going to allow us to change the colors. So this is really important for people that may be colorblind with one color or have a hard time seeing one color. So you could change the different colors. Right now my grid is set to 1 grid for each inch, and there's subdivisions of 2. So if I wanted each grid to be, let's say, 1/4 of an inch, I'd say 4 to 1 or 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, and you can see that made my grid tighter. So if you want to change your grid, the view, you can do that by coming up here to Edit, Preferences, Grids, Guides, and Slices, and changing this number. I'm going to go ahead and change it back to 2 divisions because I want to have 1/2 inch grids or 1/2 inch boxes. All right, so again, you can hide and show with. Let's play around with making some stuff and how you would use this. The first thing I'm going to do is going to go to View and make sure that Snap is turned on. You can see it has a check. You can snap to various things, so make sure you go down here to Snap to and make sure that Guides and Grids are checked. We want those both to be things that we're going to be using throughout this lesson, and we want things to snap to those, the guides and the grids. So make sure that all 3 of these are checked. Snap is turned on, and we're snapping to the guides and to the grids. Okay, let's make a new layer here, and that'll just allow us to hide and show each thing that we make or move it around. Let's start by going to the Marquee Selection tool. It's this rectangle Marquee Selection tool. Looks like some dashed lines in a rectangle. And we're going to make a giant box that's got a 1/2 inch border around the outside of it. So I just clicked, let me Control D to deselect that. Let me do it again. So I'm going to come up here to the upper left hand corner, and I'm going to put my cursor right next to where these guides right here in this first box meet, right here in the middle, and then I'm going to click and drag my mouse all the way down to the bottom so that I have a 1/2 inch margin around the entire outside. Now let's fill that with some type of color. Let's grab the paint bucket. Let's come down here to Set Foreground Color. Click on that once. You can pick a color that you're happy with. I'm going to go with some type of a kind of a light red, maybe a pinkish color, salmon. And with the paint bucket selected and this area selected, I've got layer 1 selected. I'm going to go ahead and just dump that color in there. And let's rename the layer. Double click on the word layer 1 here. And I'm going to call this BG for background. All right, again, to deselect your area, that's Control D, and now you'll get rid of the dancing ants. You can also go up to Select and deselect. Let's grab the Marquee tool again, and let's make a banner this time. So let's go up here to the top, and let's make our banner 3 blocks tall and all the way across. So that would be 1.5 inches, and all the way across would be 7.5 inches. Let's make a new layer for this, and we'll call that one Banner. And you can paint whatever color you want. So I'm going to select my foreground, and I'll choose a kind of a light green. Grab my paint bucket, and boom. So you could see that grids are really easy. They let you snap things to them. Let's try doing this again. I'm going to deselect, Control D, and let's make a new layer. We'll call this Box. So we're going to make a box. Let's grab the rectangle tool. Let's come down here and make a box that is 4 1/2 inches boxes wide and 4 tall. And let's fill that with a different color. So I'm going to grab, maybe make this one purple. Grab my paint bucket. It's on its own layer box, and I'm going to dump it in there. Okay, and Control D to deselect. Okay, so I've got this box, and if I want to make a bunch of these boxes, let's say I want to make a whole row of these boxes, easy way to copy a layer is to Control J. That's copy via layer, and I'm going to go ahead and just move this one down so that I have 1/2 inch box in between, and I'll do another Control J. There we go. So now we have 3 different boxes. Now you could see if I try moving these boxes around, see how they snap right to the grid? So if I wanted to rearrange these, let me hit the check mark to finish that one. I'm going to grab this middle box, move it up here. So it allows you to really quickly and easily, I think one of my boxes ended up being the wrong size. There we go. It really ends up being something that allows you to really easily move things around, make sure that they're visually aligned, keeps your entire design. Here's a cool little keyboard shortcut that I use quite a bit. Instead of coming over here and choosing the layers, if I want to move this box and a different box is selected, a really easy way to select anything on your stage is to hold Control down and then click on that element. So let's say I want to move my banner, I could hold Control and click on it, and now I've got that selected. So that's a real quick and easy way to, let me hit the check mark, quick and easy way to select a different element on your page that was holding Control and clicking on it. All right, let's save this crazy little design so that your teacher can see that you followed along with the activity. First, you always want to save it as a Photoshop file. So I'll just call this grid example. And I'll throw it on my project folder, which I'm going to make right now. Grids and guides. All right, and your teacher also might want like a JPEG version, something that you could throw into an online system. So let's do a file save as, and just change the file type down here to JPEG. It's going to be called grid example. And I always choose the maximum quality, then hit OK. And that's how you work with grids and guides. So remember, that's how you work with that's how you work with grids. Remember, the keyboard shortcut to hide and show your grid is Control''. Next, let's play around with guides.